Hacivat, Nishane's masterpiece, and Hacivat X, the new version. Why it is so hyped? What are the differences between Hacivat and Hacivat X? Do you need both of them if you have one? All of the questions answered in this video. Hacivat, part of Nishane's Shadow Play collection trio, which is genius, by the way, and also one of the best-selling niche perfumes worldwide. Why is it so hugely popular, or is it just hype? Let's take a close look. First, the big pineapple-smelling elephant in the room. Yes, Hacivat was released after Aventus was already a smash hit, and they do share some common elements, and it's a valid thing to compare the two. But in my opinion, Hacivat is different enough to stand on its own, and frankly, I like it better than Creed's Aventus. Why? Because I think Hacivat is more elegant, it is more wearable for all the sexes, and I think it's much smoother and better blended. Hacivat is the name of one of the traditional Turkish shadow play characters. There are two more, Zene and Karagöz. Both of them have their own Nishane perfume. Zene is the beautiful lady, Karagöz is a country dweller, and Hacivat here is the smooth-talking, intelligent, stylish city person. And this inspiration pretty much explains the smooth and well-blended character of the perfume. What makes Hacivat unique among the many perfumes of the style it represents is clarity. You get a very clear, beautiful, bright, fruity, and fresh opening with pineapple, bergamot, and grapefruit, which merges seamlessly into a very clear and barely detectable on its own note of jasmine in the heart of the perfume. And again, a very clear and crisp base made of cedarwood and oak moss. Many other perfumes of similar style start to smell dirty, dusty, and kind of scratchy in the base, which is due to the presence of oak moss and other woody notes that add this sort of tactile roughness. Hacivat stays smooth all the way. Nothing distracts from the pure joy of this fragrance. There is no roughness in it. This makes it extremely cosmopolitan and super easy to wear. You literally can never go wrong wearing Hacivat. It's one of those fragrances that you can grab and spray and smell amazing and elegant all day long without thinking too much about it. All Nishane perfumes are extraits de parfum, which means they're highly concentrated, have amazing longevity, and good projection. This is an office-safe perfume, but for me, it's actually the scent of the holidays. Pick a city of your liking: Paris, London, New York, Tokyo, Singapore, Berlin right here, and this will be the perfect scent to accompany you on your city trip. It smells both super smart and casually relaxed. So this is a perfect, easygoing scent. Oh, the freshness and the fruitiness of it is just amazing. And I know that this perfume has kind of been taken over by guys, but girls, come on, we have to claim our right to it. It is a totally unisex perfume. I love it myself. Now that we've established that Hacivat is amazing, what's the deal with Hacivat X? The X in Hacivat X stands for 10, actually, because the original Hacivat sort of graduated top of its class, becoming not only an absolute bestseller for the brand Nishane, but also for the whole niche perfume industry. Mert and Murat, Nishane's founders, decided to take Hacivat and 4 other best-selling fragrances of Nishane and make new versions of them. And now comes the interesting part, because normally when a brand says, we're going to do a new version of our best-selling perfume, in my heart, I'm thinking, please don't. Because it almost never happens that a brand is able to actually improve one of their best-selling perfumes. Most of the time, it's just an attempt to capitalize on the popularity of the original fragrance and sell some more bottles to its fans. It's literally the meaning of the word flanker. So when Mert and Murat introduced this idea of sort of disassembling and reassembling their bestsellers, I was thinking, ooh, but then I smelled them. And you know what? It's one of those 1 in a million lottery ticket cases when the new perfumes are actually an improvement upon the originals. After smelling the new versions at an industry trade fair before they were released, I came home excited about them. So Hacivat X, what changed? You still recognize the DNA of Hacivat that you know and love, but the fabric of this perfume is created using slightly different ingredients. In the top notes, so in the very beginning of the perfume, Hacivat X features the note of pink pepper, which kind of replaces the grapefruit with its sparkling freshness and perfectly connects the fruity top notes to what's to come. The base of Hacivat X feels woodier and drier because it's partly made from slightly different ingredients compared to the original Hacivat. The oak moss from the original Hacivat is now replaced by a combination of patchouli and vetiver, and there is still a super clear and beautiful cedar note in between. All in all, Hacivat X has achieved something only few fragrances can. It kind of expanded the world of Hacivat. It feels denser. My impression is that it feels the air around you slightly more, so more projection. And where there is projection, there is also longevity. Excellent as always with Nishane. The vibe of Hacivat X has slightly changed more down to business. It feels drier and woodier than the original Hacivat, and on my skin I also get the slight barbershop-y vibe that lurks within it. In my eyes, this allows Hacivat X to lean slightly more masculine than the original Hacivat. So I totally understand why Hacivat X is the new hit, especially with guys. Let's sum up. What are the differences? Do you need both? Hacivat, extremely enjoyable, fresh, fruity, but with a strong core, laid-back perfume that works perfectly in an office setting and kind of communicates that you're living your best life. Works perfectly for all sexes. Hacivat X, woodier, denser, leaning more masculine, projects the vibe that whatever you're doing at the moment, you really mean it, and is a perfect addition for a fragrance wardrobe that needs more office-friendly, down-to-business perfumes that also work well on your time off. What Hacivat X says about you is that you are super smart and elegant and slightly less laid back than the original Hacivat. Do you need both? I'd say yes, but it's easy for me to say because I have both. And if you're thinking about getting one of them to start with, I'd go with the original Hacivat first. Experience the magic, fall in love with it, and then I'm sure couple of months down the road, you'll be going back for Hacivat X.